What's up, YouTube? This is Strader here, bringing you guys the first Pokemon Wi-Fi battle of the new year. Hopefully, this will be a good year of uploads for me, and I hope you do enjoy all the content that I put up this year. Anyways, we're going to start out here with a nice UU match I had against a person by the name of Eeveegirl22. I decided to build a team around hyper-offensive UU pokes like Feraligatr, Darmanitan, Shaman, Azelf, and yeah. Feraligatr is surprisingly amazing in UU. Like, it could set up a Swords Dance or a Dragon Dance and just pretty much clean house. It's just so powerful, even without sheer force. Oh my god, that thing is such a threat. Like, if that thing gets up to +2 and it just goes straight for a waterfall, it's over. Hardly anything can take a +2 waterfall. But anyways, the rest of my team consists of an Ambipom lead and a Agility Porygon Z. And my opponent is using the Sableye, Meloetta, Blastoise, Rotom Heat, a Cobalion, and a Flygon. Threats on her end are probably going to be the Flygon if it's Scarfed, and mainly the Sableye because Sableye could just cause pranks or shenanigans, trick me an item that I wouldn't like having, such as a Flame Orb, or a Lagging Tail to slow down my Ambipom. So without further ado, let us get on with this battle. So she's going to end up leading off with her Sableye here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just lead off with my Ambipom. And on the very first turn, she's just going to go ahead and just go straight for the trick, and she's going to grab my Life Orb. I'm going to grab her Lagging Tail, so now my Ambipom's going to be slow as shit, so now it's really useless, but I'm going to just go for the U-turn here, just get some switch initiative. And I could go into something that could take on this Sableye comfortably. In this case, I'm just going to go straight out to my Feraligatr here. And she's going to go for a taunt. I probably should have expected that and just gone straight for a waterfall, but I didn't want to overthink it, so I went for a Swords Dance anyway. But I really don't want to use this thing right away, so I'm just going to go out to my Shaman here. If she's going to go for the recover to get max HP on her Sableye, so anyways, I'm just going to go straight for that Choice Spec Seed Flare, which can hit really hard, but she's going to go out to her Cobalion to take the oncoming Seed Flare. If I really wanted to predict, I could have gone for the Earth Power, but seeing as how it's only the first couple turns in the match, I don't think prediction is that necessary this early, because if I predict super early and I fuck up, then I'm pretty much going to fuck up for the rest of the match, so no point in doing that. But I'm going to go out to my Azelf here. She goes for Stealth Rocks, and I knew that was coming anyway because of the way she brought it in, and the fact that she has leftovers instead of Life Orbs, so that kind of told me Stealth Rock lead. So now she's going to go out to her Sableye to take the oncoming Fire Blast, and now I really don't see leaving this thing in, so I'm just going to go straight for a U-turn here, but she's going to go out to her Flygon, and if I had predicted that and gone for a Psychic, it would have been GG a lot sooner, but doesn't matter in the long run. So I'm going to U-turn once again, go out to my Ambipom, and I'm going to go straight for that Fake Out because I'm not playing no games with this thing. I'm not going to be predicting any switches, so let's just go straight for that Fake Out. In comes the Sableye. She's going to go for the Recover. Then I'm just going to U-turn out once again, and I believe I U-turned out to my Darmanitan, I want to say here. It was either Darmanitan or I U-turned out to my Feraligatr. Yeah, I went out to my Darmanitan here, but that's not the point. She goes for the Recover once again, and I was really concerned that she would switch out to her Flygon to take the oncoming Flare Blitz, so I decided to U-turn here. That was a pretty good play on her part by staying in like that, so now I'm just going to go ahead and just U-turn straight out to my Feraligatr. And I know that she's going to go straight for the taunt, expecting me to Swords Dance, try and get a sweep. But I'm going to actually anticipate that this time, and I'm going to go for a Waterfall. And Life Orb Stab Waterfall nearly takes out the Sableye. Then I can just go straight for an Aqua Jet and take that thing out. So that's goodbye Sableye. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And that was a major concern for me. So now she's going to go out to her Flygon here, and since this Faded is Scarfed, and I'm a more bulky spread on this Feraligatr, I know I can take at least one Outrage and then go for an Ice Punch to OHKO it, so That's what happens. Down goes her Scarfer. Now both her Prankster user and her Scarfer is gone, so now I can just bring in my Darmanitan at any time and just try and destroy everything on her team. But she still has this Blastoise. I'm going to let her just try and finish off my Feraligatr by going for a Scald. Live with 1 HP. I'm in Torrent range, so now I can just go straight for a Waterfall, and I could deal a nice amount of damage to this Blastoise before I faint to the Life Orb recoil, so that's pretty nice for me, I guess. And then I can get a free switch out to something that can take on this fucking Blastoise. So I'm going to go out to my Porygon Z here, and I do get the special attack download boost, which is perfect. So I'm just going to go straight for that T-Bolt, but unfortunately I keep forgetting about her Rotom Heat here, and that's going to be able to resist my Thunderbolt easily. If I had gone for an Agility, then I could have probably won the match right there, but whatever. So she's just going to go straight for an Overheat, and now down goes my Porygon Z. It doesn't matter because, yeah, who cares about Porygon Z, right? So, anyways, I'm going to go out to my Ambipom yet again. Since her Sableye is gone, I could just go for a Fake Out without any worries, but I'm actually going to predict her to go out to her Cobalion this turn, and I'm going to go for a Low Sweep. And that's going to deal a ton of damage to this thing. It's not going to OHKO because I don't have the Life Orb anymore, but it still does a decent amount of damage to this Cobalion. So now I'm just going to go straight for another Low Sweep as she decides to Volt Switch out to her Blastoise. And even so, Blastoise isn't going to enjoy taking a Technician boosted Low Sweep to the face, so yeah, that's pretty good for me, I guess. So all these speed drops don't matter in the long run, so because I still have the Lagging Tail, but she's going to go for a Scout here, try and get the burn. Doesn't happen, so I can go for a return on this Blastoise, and I can get a nice chunk of damage off on this thing. So now she's going to decide to go out back to her Cobalion, try and take the oncoming return. And if I had gone for a whatchamacallit, Low Sweep, then Cobalion would have died. But I don't understand why she just didn't stay in with Blastoise and try and take out my Ambipom with a Scald Bear. That would have been a better play, but it's like, at the same time, whatever, you still took me out with Cobalion using Sacred Sword, but now I can just bring in my Azelf, and nothing on her team will enjoy taking a hit from this thing, so I'm just going to go straight for that Psychic. I don't care about Meloetta coming in, because then I can just U-turn out. So down goes her Cobalion, then in comes her Meloetta here, then I can U-turn out on this thing, and I can get a decent amount of damage on this thing. Then I can go out to my Shaman, and I can take at least one or two hits from this Meloetta. She's going to go for a Relic Sun as I switch into it, and then she's going to change to Pirouette form, I believe. Yeah, and then afterwards, I can just fire off a Choice Spec Seed Flare, and nothing on her team will enjoy taking that, especially Cobalion since it's weakened now. But anyways, she's going to go out to her Blastoise, make a weird play. I don't understand why she didn't just go for a close combat back there, but I can see if I survive that, then I could possibly take her out, and then there would be no chance of her winning. But now, since I outspeed this Rotom Heat, but I do miss the Seed Flare, I know this thing is Choice Spec, so now I know that my Darmanitan will be able to outspeed it. Then I can just, and also my Azelf, by the way, I can just bring in Darmanitan or Azelf and just go for a late game sweep. So I decided to just go out to my Azelf here, and I'm going to go for a Psychic. I don't care if Meloetta comes in, because once again, I could just U-turn out on that thing, or I could bring it to a range where I can KO it with a T-Bolt. Down goes Rotom Heat. I'm going to go for a U-turn on this Meloetta, and that'll be our last Pokemon, so that'll be the match. That was GG. Go check out my opponent. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys enjoyed that battle for today. There will probably be another one up Friday, and if I am up for it, I may also stream, so be on the lookout for that. And that's all I got for you today, guys. If you like this, please be sure to leave a comment, leave that like button, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. So now that I'm done rambling, I'm just going to go ahead and do things like watch anime, I don't know. But it's all for today, guys. This is Strato signing out, and ciao.